Hey there, Cheryl Bishop, founder of Resilient Women in Business. And I wanted to share what you may know. You may be in it, you may have been in it, or you may not have any idea what Resilient Women in Business has to offer in a sense of accountability groups. So I've been doing what I call a GPS program, which stands for Goals Plus Productivity Equals Success, for over 3 years now, and got several groups going. They're intimate groups with no more than 8 women in each group. And I want to share this with you because you may know somebody that could really use this, or maybe yourself. They have done so many studies about accountability, and I want to share this with you. There's one study that have 4 groups of people, and the study was they really wanted to see what difference accountability group would be for people. Now, maybe you've been in accountability groups, or maybe you wanted to release some weight and you grabbed accountability partner, or maybe you're doing a power hour. A lot of direct sales companies will do a power hour where you're actually just working with other people, working on your own, but you're working maybe on Zoom, just so it's called a power hour. You get as much as you can get done in that 1 hour. That's accountability. So they did groups of four groups. The first group, all they needed to do was think about their goals, nothing else. Just think about their goals. And the study was they wanted to see how far they would get. So the first group got this far. The second group had to do the same thing as the first group. And the difference was they actually wrote their goals down. So the second group got a little further than the first group. The third group had to do the same as number one group, number 2 group. And they had to verbalize it to another human being. They actually got further than group 1 and 2. Group 4 was actually having to do all the above and was put in accountability group. They got 85% further. So clearly accountability means we get in our own way, that we need accountability. Now, years ago, I had a download to create this program, GPS. Even the name came in my dream. I came up with, what does GPS stand for? It stands for Goals Plus Productivity Equals Success. And I've created, this is the workbook that we go through each calendar quarter. So what happens, like coming up right now for March, I've got the workshop on March 19th that it's from 9 a.m. Pacific time till 2:30 Pacific time on Zoom, because I got women from all over the place that will be on these. So all the meetings are on Zoom. So what happens every calendar quarter, there's a workshop. And in that workshop, we work through the front part of the workbook that I have here. So I do some personal growth and business growth training through that workshop. We really talk about your commitment, where you want to be. We talk about Pearson's Law. We talk about your life balance. We talk about visualization. We go through your habits. I have a habit tracker in there, so it helps you stay on track of the habits you either want to eliminate or ones you want to adopt. And it's important to know, are you on track of those or not? Otherwise, you keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. That really is a recipe for insanity. Then I've got what I created, a Resilient Women's Daily Practice, and go through all of that you can start using that practice into your everyday routine. Morning routines and evening routines are critical for success. And then we go through actually breaking down your goals that you want to achieve. We break it down. I give you time where you write everything down, and then I show you how we can break it down into 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, so that you can start focusing on that. And after that, what we do is we meet weekly on Zoom. And again, those groups are no more than 8 women. I've tested this out. 10 to 12 women were too many. 8 women is perfect. And what we do is there's a check-in I created here for every day. You can check in. Did I get up on time? My morning rituals, my exercise, all the things that you really need to do in a day. Did you get them done? Yes or no? So that's a great visual, because majority of people are visual people and we need to see things. And then there's a week at a glance, a success tracker, where each day you get to fill in your things that you want to do here. And it's a daily check-in. Was my clarity high or low? Did I work on the things that mattered most? Yes or no? You know, here's the thing. You are taking partnership with yourself. You, excuse me, and yourself is the only person that can really explode your business. Okay. So sometimes we just need to really stay focused. And then there's a weekly reflection page where basically it's check in with yourself. Is there anything I'm avoiding getting done? That is a critical question to ask yourself. Why? Because again, you're the only one taking partnership with yourself to build your business. If you're avoiding phone calls or if you're avoiding getting a project done, you got to check in, because where you are at in business, to make the money you want to make, if you're the same person all the time, it's going to be a challenge to get up there. You as a businesswoman have to evolve into a new person that you can become. And this is why there's weekly reflections to check in with yourself. There's even an area that you're going to rate yourself. Where is my positive mindset at? Am I working towards becoming the best version of myself? Where is my energy at between 1 and 5? Because if you're noticing all those numbers are low, then there is something you've got to check in with. Am I on track with my goals? With reviewing my goals this week, what did I see that I can improve? So every week you will have that. Then there is a monthly income tracker sheet where you can write each week what your sales are and what you've had. And so basically how it really works is we go through this entire workbook. Now, each person in the group, and this workbook is, I don't know, 226 pages. So each person in the group will have what's called a power seat. So we rotate. Every week there will be somebody in the power seat that we can support each other. We all learn from each other. So when you're in a power seat, you will get supported from the other ladies. And when the other ladies are in their power seat, it gives you an opportunity to support them. And every week we're learning something. So again, let me recap this. The workshop is March 19th from 9 a.m. till 2:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we're all on Zoom together and I do the workshop. There's usually like 30 minutes break in between that. Every time I've done this workshop, and it enhances every time, it shifts on different themes, is that women always tell me how fast the day went. It goes super fast. So don't worry about, oh my God, I have to be on Zoom that long. Trust me, it'll go by fast. And it does. And then what we do is the following, I give you a week to really solidify everything that you've learned. You get the recording of the workshop. So if for some reason you can't make it, everybody gets the recording. I have some ladies that will review the workshop 2-3 times in that quarter. Hey, review is important. Reviewing your notes is so important. You don't want to just go, okay, the workshop's done. I don't need to look at this anymore. That is not how you're going to grow. You need to review. That's why there's a weekly review. And there's a monthly, like it's so important to do these reviews. So once we start the weekly Zoom calls, what happens at those meetings is we always start with a celebration, a realization you had, an aha moment, an epiphany, or any above, a win, whatever that is. We always start with a positive. So we start the meetings that way. And then what we do is we always get into about 10 minutes or so of education that I create for the group. And each week it's different education. So I create those for the groups. And we also read a book together. So once we go through creating, the education, and then we talk about what we learned from the education, and then we move into seeing if you completed the goals or the promises or the priorities that you decided to do that week. So I've got a private Facebook group where all the members are, and this is where they post in there what their priorities or promises or priorities are of the week. And then I do a check-in. I look at the group and go, okay, if it's Linda or Tammy or Susan, I ask each person, did you complete what you wanted? Here's what you said you would do. Did you do it? Yes or no? And even if you didn't, what is going on? Are you on track or did something happen? So we go through that. And then we do talk of just like maybe 5 minutes of the book that you're reading. We always pick a different book every single quarter, because to me, readers are leaders. You cannot grow your business without studying books. You just can't. Good luck. Like seriously. And I can tell you, even if you do, you get way further by learning things from books, sales books, marketing books, personal growth books, all of those sort of things. And then once we do that, then we get into the power seat where everybody has a chance to get into the power seat. And there's documents at the very end of this book. I can't remember how many documents there are, probably 4 or 5 documents at the end of the workbook here. that you can go through to prepare yourself for the power seat. So it's easy. You just go through the steps and things will come up for you that you'll need to bring up for the power seat. Now, I only have a few seats left because women that are in this program tend to stay in this program. I've got quite a few of them have been with me for 3 years. So, and I only have so much time for these groups. So I do have a couple of spots left. Right now I have one seat for Mondays at 8:30, and those won't start till April, basically the first week in April, but the workshop is in March. And I have 2 seats for Monday evening at 7 p.m. And I might have a Tuesday morning at 7:30 a.m. This is all Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you're like, oh, I really want to join, but you don't have a group available for me, I'm contemplating, it's due to my time, on adding a group for Tuesday morning at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. If I do find 8 women that would like that group, then I would start another group. If not, I won't start another group simply because I don't have the time right now. I don't have the capacity right now to do that. I'm creating a lot of systems that I'm trusting that will alleviate some time for me. And because I've also got the networking events in different cities. I've got one lady I'm meeting next week. She came out here to British Columbia and wants to launch Resilient Women in Newfoundland. So these kind of things are happening. Another lady that wants to launch a group in Port Moody. So with all the groups right now, and I'm running a few of them, there's just not much time at this point. But I know as I create the systems and the automation, everything needs to be done. That will alleviate some time. And when I alleviate myself from some of the monthly networking events, that will help me as well. Because here's what people, we need each other more than ever, in my opinion. God wants you to step in your power of success more than ever. Women can change the world. I firmly believe that. And I know that to be true. So this time more than ever, we need to get out of our own way, out of our self-doubt, out of I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm too this, I'm too that, to build a business, because it can be done. It's just a matter of really educating yourself and a matter of disciplining yourself, more importantly. When you discipline yourself, and we go through all of this through the program. Now, if you're interested, let me know. Let's have a conversation to make sure it's a good fit, because I want it to be a good fit for you. And as long as you are, I mean, you can learn this, of course, an implementer, you will have great success. One of the ladies is a financial advisor in her industry since she's been in the part of the GPS program for 3 years. She met me March 2020 and jumped on board. So 3 years already. She dedicates her success. She is now in the top 3 financial advisors across Canada with the company she's in. And she dedicates all the learnings. Each book that we've read, she's implemented every week. She's focused. She is driven. Now, she has grown her business exponentially. And you can too. We all can. So if you were interested at all, reply to this email and let's at least jump on a phone call and see, is this type of program, are you ready for this type of program, basically? Are you ready to take your business to the next level? Are you wanting to learn more? Are you wanting to know what other women in business are doing? Whatever that might be for you, this just might be what you're looking for. So if you are, reply to this email and let's book a time. It could be even on Zoom for 5-10 minutes, whatever that is for yourself. Payments, I do have monthly payments that we can work that out for you. Let's really see where you're at right now to take you where you need to go. Often we can't do it alone. So if you're interested in any spots, I have one Monday morning, 8:30. Monday evening, 7 p.m. I have 2. Again, this is Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday morning, I may have one at 7:30 a.m. And I am contemplating on, if I get enough reply from this email to have 8 women on a Tuesday at 9:30 a.m., I would totally do a group. I just don't, at this time, have the capacity to do a lot of marketing, but all the other groups are full except for the couple of seats I have. So let me know if you're like, Cheryl, I just want to have a chat with you. I want to see if this is for me. I want to see, where can I go? Then let's have that chat. All right. Mwah. Have a wonderful week.